this area, that meant that I was supposed to go back to First United. But it wasn't. It wasn't. He was transitioning me to another place. So he transitioned me to Dothan, Alabama. Sends me over to Destiny Church. This is 2006. I go over to Destiny Church. I'm there for a while because I'm struggling on the inside because I'm used to United Pentecostal Church. But I knew there was a pull for me. There was a call. I knew there was something that I needed that was there. So I go ahead eventually after maybe 8 months or so of attending, I go ahead and I covenantly connect to Destiny Church. I know that this is where I am supposed to be. I knew it without a shadow of a doubt that this is where I'm supposed to be. The Lord gave me signs to prove to me. I had a dream that I called the man of God. I called their house. His wife answered the phone. When she answered the phone, I said to her, I spoke to her, and then I asked for, was the pastor available for me to talk to him? Well, he got the phone. When he got the phone, the first dream I had, things started falling off of me. As soon as he said hello and started greeting me, things just started falling off of me. I mean, it was just falling off of me like I was just getting lighter. Just stuff was falling off of me. I had that dream. Well, then I would go on later, and I had another dream. In the second dream, the same situation took place. I called the house. First lady answers the phone. When I speak to her, I greet to her, ask, can I speak to pastor? I speak to pastor. When he gets the phone this time, I start flying. Well, what I was doing when I first started flying, I was taking a nosedive, and he started talking to me. He started guiding me. He started talking to me and guiding me, and he was saying, if you listen to me, I'm going to show you how to do this, because I'm going down. I'm flying, but I'm about to take a nosedive. So I calmed myself, and I started listening to him, and I started soaring. I was soaring. I was soaring. And so after I started soaring, we hung up the telephone. So that was that. I knew that this was where the Lord would have for me to be. But now check this out. In every one of those places, conflict came. Every one of them, not some of them. In every one of those places, conflict came. Conflict, which is warfare. And the result of warfare is conflict. The result of conflict is loyalty. In every one of those places, my loyalty was in question. In every one of them, loyalty began to be questioned. Because you got to understand this. It's not about their loyalty to you that's in question, but it's your loyalty to them that's in question. I'm going to say that for you again, because we get it twisted. It's not about their loyalty to you that's in question, but it's your loyalty to them that's in question. Because you're only responsible for what comes up out of you. If you know for a fact that this is where the Lord has planted you, where the Lord has put you, or however, if you know this is the marriage that the Lord has given you, then when the loyalty is in question, it's questioning your loyalty. Where do you stand? Will you stay committed? Too many times we want our commitment to be based on somebody else being committed to us, but no, it's based on you being committed. Even if they are not committed, you stay faithful. You don't go out and cheat because they cheat. You don't start cussing and fussing because they're cussing and fussing. But that's what we do. We'll do things based on the behavior of someone else when we're only responsible for ourselves. And so in transitioning, God transitioned me. And in every one of those places, I can see where elevation, growth was taking place with me as I was transitioning from every one of them. Now, I would spend my time at Destiny. And then the Lord sent me for a season of time. Now I want y'all to listen to this, catch this real good. I spent a season of time in Geneva at Pastor Janet German. I served as her armor bearer, traveled with her and all as her armor bearer. But let me tell y'all, let me show y'all something. That move right there, it was not the timing for me to make that move. I made that move out of timing. And when I say out of timing, let me show y'all something. I could not fully give myself to service with them because I was not released, or my transition was not up at destiny. So there was so much conflict going on internally inside of me because my season or my time was not up yet at destiny. I had allowed conflict to remove me. And thinking, and I'm gonna say this, and please hear me. Oh, I'm having to tell y'all this stuff today, but hear me. Anytime you have a servant's heart, or anytime there is gifts connected to you, it's not going to be hard for you to go somewhere and people want you there. It's not going to be hard. That's the reason why you cannot allow your gift to be the reason why you do what you do. If you make moves and make shifts based off of your gift, you're going to be in trouble. Because people always want a gift. Notice what it's called. It's called a gift. That means it's something that's free. You're bringing some type of freedom. Whether it's, you're causing our worship to be good. Whether, your serving is making things easy for us. We like the fact that you serve the way that you do. Nobody is going to turn down a gift. Nobody is going to really turn down a gift, especially a beneficial gift. And so you have to be careful because people are sitting in places and they are desiring to have folk come to be a part of their church or whatever they're doing. They're believing and trusting God for people. And so therefore, if you are in a place of offense and you're struggling with whether you should be somewhere, don't you make no move. Don't make no move in that position like that. You're going to wish you would have listened to me if you do. Not in a place of offense. Allow yourself to transition out. Allow it to be a transitional place. And how you know it's transition is because it's going to be peaceful. It's going to be peaceful. Allow yourself to be transitioned. So I'm there in this place, and I'm serving along with the woman of God as her armor bearer. But inside, I know that I did not do this right here. I know that I done allowed something to get in my ear, because there was some conversations that had got in my ear, point blank, period. Just being honest. There was some conversations that had got in my ear, and it had provoked me to make some shifts, to make the move. Well, of course, the door was open for me to be an armor bearer. Why? Because I have a servant's heart, and because people are looking for good people. They're looking for people to join their teams. So, of course, I was going to be accepted and received. Of course, I was. Hold on one second, y'all, because it just don't make no sense about this right here. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So, I'm live on my cell phone, and I should have did it from another phone, but they usually mess up. But so I go, like I said, I'm serving, And of course, people are gonna want you when you good, you gifted. They're gonna want you. But you gotta know if that's what you're supposed to do. You gotta know. This is my thing. This is why I'm like I am at Trim. I don't allow myself to get in no position as to where I need nobody. And don't misunderstand what I'm saying. People are valuable. It takes people to make ministry. Yes, it does. But I don't ever allow people to put me in a position as to where I just got to have them. I believe God. I trust God. Especially because of their gifts. If you bring people on board, cater to people, deal with people based off of the gifts that they have, then, and they have no character or no integrity behind that thing, whenever conflict arises with y'all, they're going to want to bail out on you. They're going to be ready to go. And then they're going to find themselves getting with other people and be putting their mouth on you, talking against you, because there's no character. There is no integrity. There is no real depth on the inside that causes them to know that, hey, right now we're running through something, but I'm yet going to remain loyal. I'm yet going to remain committed. Now, that works on both ends. It works with the pastor and it works with the person, the individual, or the congregant, however you want to say it. It works both ways. There has to be loyalty that comes both ways. As pastor, I cannot be disloyal whenever conflict arises and take offense to something that, happens, and I've seen that be done as well. And take offense to something that, be done and lash out, or however the case may be. This is all warfare. This is all handling and dealing with warfare. This is the type of stuff that causes church splits. This is the type of stuff that causes church hopping. Now, y'all heard me talk about several different places that I've journeyed, but in every one of them I can prove to you that I transitioned by God. I did not do it in a wrong spirit. Matter of fact, I had to leave Geneva with Prophetess Janet German. I had to go back to Destiny. And I had to serve out my time. I had to serve out my time. Now you talking about being humbled. That was a humbling experience. Because whenever you just release yourself from a place, you don't want to go back there. Because the first thing pride says to you is, they're going to be talking about you because you got to come back. Well, you talking about a chick that humbled herself and sent herself right back over there to get that right. To make sure that I left right when I did go. That it was of the right spirit and all. When I did go, I did that. I went back and I did that. Even apologized. I sure did. I even apologized. Now, I can't say to you that whenever you do something that wherever you're apologizing to, that they accept your apology or that they receive you in love. Unfortunately, I can't speak for nobody but me. I'm telling you that I made the necessary steps that I needed to take in order for things to be right, in order for me to get in right standing and to be restored. Because whenever we separate ourselves from a place for the wrong reasons, it causes us to have to be restored. It damages us. And so in order for restoration to come to me, to put me back in my rightful place with God, because God has a protocol, I had to do that. And I humbled myself and I did it. I did it. I served a while. It wasn't a long time that the Lord would release me for me to go to where I am now, which is Apostle Paulette Broach. That's my apostle. I transitioned to her. Wasn't no breaking off